Audio Jungle.
More than 20 displaced by Spanish Town fire. More than 20 people, including children, have been affected after a fire engulfed several homes along the Spanish Town bypass at the intersection of Salt Pond Main Road on Thursday night. Superintendent Dennis Noynes, Divisional Commander for St. Catherine Division of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, confirmed that the call came in at 11:29 p.m. and a unit was immediately dispatched. En route to the fire, the brigade observed massive smoke emitting into the atmosphere, and an additional unit was requested, he stated. On arrival, firefighters discovered multiple homes on fire, some constructed from concrete and others from board with zinc roofing. Due to the close proximity of the buildings in the tightly knitted area, the fire spread quickly. A total of 3 fire units and 17 firefighters were on site, eventually bringing the blaze under control and extinguishing it. Dennis confirmed that no fatalities or injuries were reported. However, 14 adults and 17 children were affected and have been displaced by the fire. The superintendent said investigations into the cause of the fire are ongoing. He and his team visited the site on Friday and will continue their assessment. Fire destroys Treasure Beach Restaurant and Bar. Fire gutted a restaurant and bar in Treasure Beach, South St. Elizabeth on Friday morning, leaving the proprietors counting their losses and raising concern about water woes in the area. Paolo Del Grande, whose wife Tia operates the establishment called Code Blue, said the fire burned out the entire business. Everything is to the ground. It is just 4 walls left standing. Everything is gone. The fire brigade, I don't know why, but it took a while to get here. Then there was no water available on the road in the vicinity of the fire, so they had to take time to go somewhere else, and it took about 3 or 4 loads to put the fire out, he stated. When firefighters got to the scene, the fire was small, but by the time they got organized, the whole building was gone, he claimed. Head of the St. Elizabeth Fire Department, Superintendent Kimar Brooks, said an investigation is underway to determine the cause of the fire. We got the call at 1:25 a.m. and responded immediately. As we speak, the fire investigator is on his way to the scene with a team, stated Brooks. 2 cops charged for shooting of man in Seaville Gardens, each granted $1 million bail. 2 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF have been charged in connection with the unlawful shooting of a man in Seaville Gardens, St. Anne in 2024. Corporal Lavon Francis and Kawane Johnson were on Thursday charged with wounding with intent and brought before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, where they were granted bail in the sum of $1 million, with 1 to 2 sureties and reporting conditions. They were ordered to return to court on October 28. The officers were charged for an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Indicom said the police have alleged that on January 1, 2024, a group of individuals fired in the direction of a police team and the police returned fire. A firearm was reportedly recovered from the scene, however, an eyewitness account indicated that the injured man was not armed. Indicom further stated that since January 1 this year, 10 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and 1 member of the Correctional Services have been charged in relation to cases investigated by the oversight body. 8 of them were charged in connection with fatal and non-fatal shooting incidents and assaults. Last year, 24 JCF officers, 3 correctional officers, and 1 soldier were charged in relation to Indicom investigations, including fatal shooting incidents. Public transport stakeholders urge citizens to desist from destroying state resources bought with taxpayers' money following stoning of JUTC buses. Stop destroying state resources bought with taxpayers' money. The appeal comes from a member of the public transportation sector who was reacting to reports that attackers stoned a Jamaica Urban Transit Company JUTC bus. President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services TODS, Hector Newman, pointed out that no one benefits when the units of the state bus runs down and they are damaged. Newman expressed hope that the attackers will be found and prosecuted soon.
The Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services condemn highly the stoning or the continued stoning of the JUTC units on the road. It is unfortunate that someone must be of unsound mind would stone the new JUTC bus. And, it brings into sharp focus the level of thinking, the level of social attitude among our people. Why would someone want to stone a brand new bus? What was the cause that create that effect? We're urging our commuters, our people, not to destroy our own taxpayers' money. Don't do it. It don't help you. It don't help your family. It don't help me, and it don't help the state. So we condemn it at the highest level as a transport organization. In this day and age, we should not be doing things like these. I call upon the administration, I call upon all of us, stop playing the political, social, and institutional blame game. Stop pointing fingers. The buses have cameras, and those cameras should be internally and externally. And it should not be hard for the culprit to be found and the book be thrown at them. We cannot be destroying our own money like that. So we again condemn it, and we hope people will desist from doing these acts of vandalism on our buses.
Tufton says Greenacre Police Station will permit development amidst residents' concerns. Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the newly opened Green Acres Police Station will be catalyst for major commercial and residential development in the area that will bring jobs and create greater convenience for residents. Speaking at the official opening of the station, Tufton addressed concerns raised by residents, some of whom staged a protest to highlight persistent drainage problem and the poor state of Green Acres Boulevard, which run along the station. Residents also cited issues with dust and noise from diverse traffic and called for road improvement to accommodate the increased flow. Tufton sought to assure residents that infrastructural upgrades are already in motion. In other words, having done a first study, one has been done already, a second more detailed study that is being done that will incorporate, among other things, the infrastructural improvement, including the widening of John's Road in the vicinity, he noted. So that plan is already in effect and will implement, and it's going to mean more lanes along the stretch, and it is also going to mean a significant drainage system that will take the water from here down through Ingleswood all the way down to the sea, he noted, adding, "You have my word and the Prime Minister's words on it." Tufton said this station was designed as a precursor to the wider plan and includes an engineering solution to manage heavy rainfall, expressing confidence that it will work and provide the support that is required. Dr. Vanessa White, president of Green Acres Citizens Association, welcomed the opening of the police station and committed to fostering strong community police ties. She also expressed optimism about the newly announced drainage plan, originally projected to be completed in 2021 at a cost of $250 million. It was delayed, and another $70 million was spent on upgrades due to flooding issues. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.